Subscribe to Rajshri Food and click on the bell icon for more updates.
With World Cup around the corner, you're always by default glued to your television sets. And that's the time when it actually becomes difficult to take a decision as to what to cook. On that note, today I'm going to show you a recipe which you can pre-prep and keep ready. I am making vegetarian lollipops. Let's begin. First things first, let's prep a few vegetables. The first one, of course, is some cabbage. The cabbage is chopped and ready. Let's move on to grating a carrot. Let's bring all of this together in a deep bowl. The first thing that goes in, of course, are the carrots. This is followed by cabbage. Let's add in the next few things. The first one is some green peas, which are crushed well. Well, these are raw green peas. You do not need to boil these because anyway, cooking follows soon. To this, I'm going to add in some mashed potatoes. Potatoes are boiled well, peeled, and roughly crushed. To this, let's add in a few layers of flavors. The first one is crushed garlic, which is followed by red chili powder. Mix all of this well. And to this, I'm also adding in salt and pepper. As you would have noticed, I've kept the flavors nice and simple. I'm not complicating it at all. If you've added salt already while boiling potatoes, use it in moderation this time. Mix this well. Bring all of this together, not forgetting breadcrumbs as well, because this is going to bring all of this together, bind it well, and keep it nice and solid. Let's divide this mixture into lemon-sized balls. Bring all this mixture together, press it once, twice over, flatten it lightly, and give it the shape of your choice. Into this, I'm going to stud a candy stick. Go in as deep as you can because you do not want the stick to come out while frying these lollipops. Let's keep this here, and similarly, let's start making some more lollipops. With this, our veg lollipops are shaped and ready, and at this stage, I would advise you to keep this in the freezer for a minimum of 15 minutes before you fry. Well, what I said earlier, you can keep this in the freezer whenever, for how much ever time, and fry these nice and fresh just when the match begins. Our veg lollipops are semi-ready and back from the freezer. Let's quickly make a coating batter. For that, I've taken refined flour in a large bowl, and to this, I'm adding in cornstarch to make it nice and crisp. I'm retaining a little aside because there's a little surprise for you towards the end of the video. Mix all of this well and season this with some salt and pepper if you wish. I'm adding in just salt for now. And we need to make a thick batter. For that, I'm using water. Go slow, steady, and keep mixing as you go. Well, the consistency of this batter needs to be exactly like thick Milkmaid. Let's dip in our pre-prepped semi-frozen lollipops into this mixture. Pick it with the help of a stick and drop this in hot oil. With this, our veg lollipops are done and ready, and now's the time for that little surprise that I was talking about. I'm making a very quick coating or a sauce that could go along with this. For that, I'm going to heat a pan. For this, I'm going to use two ready-made sauces and combine them. And the classics are Szechuan along with tomato ketchup. Mix these two together and lighten this up using some water. Because we've added water, we'll also be requiring some salt at this stage. Not too much, but just a little. And finally, some slurry using cornstarch. For this, of course, I'm using cornstarch and I'm going to add water to this and make a thin slurry. Let's add this to the Szechuan and tomato and give this a good mix. Our sauce is ready. The next step is to cover the candy sticks using an aluminium foil. We need to dip each lollipop into this sauce, give it a nice little coating, and keep this aside for now. We'll plate it later. Well, the final plating of this lollipop is going to be as simple as these lollipops on the side of a plate, centered with shredded cabbage. With this, I'm sure you have one more recipe to make your World Cup watching experience absolutely fantastic. On that note, do not forget to cheer for India and also do not forget to subscribe to Rajshri Food.